da da dee da do, do da 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 dee da dee da do, ba da 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 dee da do, do 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 dee da do. So we just watched the first two episodes of Con Man.
Actually, he showed me the first two episodes of Con Man, a show he's been telling me to watch for about
A while now.
a while.
And what did you think, Chris?
I rather liked it. So the premise of this show is, well, there was a show, a science fiction show in space, with Nathan Fillion, and who was the main character?
Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk. And this sci-fi show got cancelled abruptly after one season. One. But its fan base remained and grew and grew, and now this guy spends his whole life, his career, going from con to con to con to con to con to con, and signing things to make money for a living. And he is miserable.
He hates himself.
I love this premise. Somebody who fought so hard for fame, for a shot at it, at that thing that people need to get to, that fame, that fortune, that glory, and he hates it.
He absolutely hates it. And one of the kind of the reoccurring themes throughout the show is that he keeps on trying to get other projects going. And ultimately things don't always go the way that he wants. And it's I don't want to touch too much into spoilers, but basically he just kind of continues the circle throughout the show, and it's hilarious to just watch this one guy's just misery come back over and over again.
It's his misery not just from just being unfulfilled through a show, but also from being hounded by fans left and right. That's just an interesting part of fame. That it's people are just seeking the attention of others. It can never be happy. It's always too hot or it's always too cold. Either nobody's paying attention to me or, oh my god, everybody's paying attention to me, make them stop. And I think that show hits that note really well with his grievances. I mean, it starts with him being bothered in the bathroom.
Yeah, so
first of all,
we're going to touch on just the first two episodes. We'll review other episodes as we kind of go along. But the first episode, he's he's at an airport, he's going to a convention, and he's in the bathroom. And, just trying to mind his own business. And the person next to him recognizes his voice and says, "Hey, are you Ray Nearly?" That's the name of the character that it's Alan Tudyk.
The show is not Firefly, if that's what you were thinking. It's a made-up Firefly-esque show that was canceled after one season. Probably should have mentioned that.
It's called Spectrum.
It's called Spectrum in this... It's basically just a world just like ours, except the fire. It's not Spectrum, it's Firefly, and the characters are different. I'm guessing Nathan Fillion is different and such.
Yeah, I mean Nathan Fillion, the character's name is different, but I mean it's the same thing. He's the person that's in charge of the spaceship, and Alan Tudyk's character.
Yeah, he's the captain.
Yeah,
not captain. He's the pilot.
But yeah, so they're he's just sitting in the bathroom doing his business, and like I said, the guy in the stall next to him recognizes his voice and just starts hounding him for an autograph while he's trying to drop a deuce.
Yeah, that's the interesting part of art is when somebody's lived a certain thing, they can fully express that to you through their feelings, and I think it's been expressed to us in a way that it's just perfect. We can understand the grievances he's going through. He's always being hounded. He's always being asked to sign things, to take pictures. But at the same time, he's unfulfilled. He hasn't done anything with himself in years, I'm assuming. And
he peaked with that show.
Yeah, it's interesting to think, when will you peak? Is this as good as it's gonna get? No. You're always going to do better. Or not. I don't know you. Are you Alan Tudyk?
Maybe.
Are you George R.R. Martin?
Probably.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Or are you, like, a drug dealer? I don't know. Have you peaked? And has Alan Tudyk's character peaked? We don't know. And really, that's where a lot of his misery comes from. Being unfulfilled. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, people. Google it. He has not reached self-actualization when he's gained something that seemingly all of us want. Attention of our peers, of people we don't even know. And it's destroying this little man. It's destroying him. It's crushing him under the weight.
He doesn't know what to do with it. And then, of course, later on in that first episode, he meets Sean Astin in a bar, and Sean basically gives him the advice of, hey, why aren't you using your celebrity stat? Well, celebrity. He's like a D-level celebrity.
Yeah, he's like a D-level celebrity, but he's still it's still famous enough to have somebody come to you almost every day when you go outside to mess with you.
Yeah.
And ask you to sign something. And Sean Astin, by the way, is Bilbo Baggins's actor.
Wrong.
No, the Samwise Gamgee's actor.
There you go.
Sam, the fat guy. Sam, he's awesome.
Martin Freeman was Bilbo.
Martin Freeman was Bilbo. Or was he? I don't know.
Well,
is there a Martin Freeman imposter in the world?
Maybe. But yeah, so they're talking at this bar, and like I said, Sean Astin's like, well, why don't you use your celebrity status to gain access? And so Ray Nearly's like, you know what? I'm going to try that. And he goes onto an airplane, and then basically ends up getting screwed over by Sean Astin because of Sean Astin being a higher level celebrity than he was.
Now, is that what we call irony? I don't know. Maybe not. But it is certainly a series of unfortunate events.
Yes, it is, Count. Oh.
Maybe I could do a good all-off if I wanted to.
Maybe. That might be another show we can review later on.
We should totally review that show. We'll probably need to rewatch it. Anywho.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the first episode. Eventually he gets...
Yeah, first episode is upset, people mess with him in the bathroom, tries to get on a plane, doesn't do a good job at it, gets screwed over by the very man who gave him advice. Not purposefully, I mean.
No,
Samwise Gamgee is awesome.
Yeah, he's a great human being. Also was in Goonies, by the way.
Is he in the Goonies? Does he do the truffle shuffle?
He doesn't do the truffle shuffle, but he is in the Goonies. Oh yes, the truffle shuffle. And then episode 2 happens. And things just kind of go from bad to worse. So he shows up, and it turns out that
we see him in his current element. An element he does not want to be in. You know, what we like and what we're good at, they aren't always the same thing, people.
Trust me, I've learned that the hard way.
We gotta. Anyway.
Yeah, so he shows up to the convention. He's up for a role in a Clint Eastwood Western movie, and he's like, oh my gosh, this could...
Clint Eastwood Western classic.
Exactly. This could be my next big thing. This could be the thing that finally gets people to recognize me for something besides Spectrum. But he has to sign an NDA, and meanwhile, the person who books his conventions, not his agent, his convention booking person who thinks she's his agent, keeps on trying to, get it out there that he's in this movie. And he's like, no, I signed an NDA. We can't be talking about this in public. But she keeps on trying to, get herself into the movie because
Choose your friends well, people. Choose your friends well.
Yeah, that's another thing that happens in this show is friends kind of screw you over sometimes, too. But, yeah, and then Felicia Day comes on, and she's Ray Nearly's assistant, and...
Because, of course, it's Felicia Day, who... I barely even know Felicia Day, and I saw was a redheaded woman. I barely even know what she looks like, and I'm like, that's Felicia Day. Of course it is.
It's a redheaded woman in a web series.
In a web series that has something to do adjacently with Joss Whedon. Of course it's going to be Felicia Day.
Yeah. So they...
Sexy redhead.
Yeah. And then, so that pretty much the bulk of that second episode is just him just dealing with these convention people, and you can see the anguish in his face of having to deal with these people. He's just trying to get all these signatures done so he can go and rehearse this scene so he can audition for this movie.
Sometimes when you do something that pains you, it's worth it when you're also doing something you love. When it's a byproduct of something you love, and he just doesn't have that, does he?
He doesn't have any love in his life. It's just all...
It's all
hatred.
Serendipity. Spectrum?
I was going to say hatred, but...
was it No, it was Spectrum.
Spectrum. No, Serendipity is that one movie you like.
I did like it when I was... it's a cute little movie. You gonna disown me as a friend because I enjoy a rom-com or two?
Yes.
Come on, take 500 Days for Summer. That's just two people who want to be together, but it's painful because they're just not right for each other. So it's hard and it's heartbreaking that they like each other, but they just can't because they're just not. You know.
So you get you get a pass for liking Serendipity, but I don't get a pass for liking Maid of Honor. Oh no, I said that out loud, didn't I?
Oh, you like Maid of Honor, don't you?
So, anyways, back to Con Man. So yeah, so it kind of just wraps up with him going off to practice for his audition, which is going to be telecast because
Episode 2.
Yeah, that's the end of episode 2,
and that is the end of episode 2. And we are doing this by 2-episode basis because they're like 10 minutes long. So
that'd be like one actual like TV show's episodes worth of
like
content.
A real TV show, not one of you fake poser shows online.
Yeah,
people who do shows online are posers.
Yeah, who'd do things online when you could have network backing?
Networks are your friend, people.
Yes.
You have to love them.
You have to love them, or else
you have to join them. You have to consume their content, and then consume ours. Consider, just like subscribing to us, maybe.
Maybe click that little
click a like. Show
click.
your friends.
Yeah, do that. Let's have more followers because we need
entertaining.
Probably not.
Give us feedback.
Yeah, if you give us feedback, then maybe Chris will lick the camera again.
I will lick the camera again. Okay. And you can pretend it's your face. Bye.